So welcome to my channel. My name is Ravi. So I'm here to teach you the basics of QGIS. Today I'm going to explain you and give you a brief introduction to the QGIS, and this course is more suitable for the beginners who does not have the idea of QGIS and I'm going to start it from scratch. So the title of the course is like Fundamentals of QGIS or Fundamentals of GIS using QGIS application for the beginners. So GIS stands for Geographic Information System, and QGIS is nothing but a name of the software. With the help of QGIS, I am going to teach you how to use, and as I said, it's a more fundamental and more suitable for the beginners who is not having any idea of QGIS. And this course is more suitable for the graduates who have freshly graduated from engineering, and especially for civil engineering background. So this application is widely used in transportation domain, surveying, environmental engineering domain, and also in water resources and town planning and mapping. So this course will give a brief idea. So with the help of this, you can enhance your knowledge in QGIS, and this tool you can use it in your projects or any presentation, and based on that you will have more job opportunities going forward in QGIS. So let's start the presentation. So for today's presentation, I am going to cover two applications. One is Google Earth and one is QGIS. So Q is nothing but a quantum, GIS is nothing but a Geographic Information System. It's an open source and which anybody can use it, and anybody can work on that without any cost. And topics to be covered are like, so I'll give a brief introduction to Google Earth and how to use it, and the link I have given here, and also I will give this link in the descriptions, and if you want to download the application, use this link. And along with that, I have also given the link for QGIS. Apart from that, I will be going to teach you coordinate system and how to import data into QGIS, and how to use the background layers, Google Earth images with the help of plugin, and also give the data type, that is vector data, how to use vector data, how to store your information in vector data, and how to represent the location. And at the last, we are going to prepare a small and simple map with the help of quantum GIS. So let us start from the beginning. So the first step is Google Earth. So once you start looking at the video, so copy the path of this Google Earth and go to Google Chrome and paste this link. So it will take you to the Google Earth website where you can able to download Google Earth for your PC, and just say hello and then click on agree and download. Once if you say agree and download, it will start downloading the setup file here, that is the exe file, that is execution file. Once if this download completes, click on this and install it. So once if you install the software, go to start menu and type Google Earth Pro. So the Google Earth Pro will open, then so it will take you to this user interface. Here you can find there is a toolbar called as search. So any place if you want to locate, you can search it here. That will Google will automatically take you into that location. So today I am going to search one location. On that I am going to explain you how we can use the data information from that location, and how we can bring that into QGIS and work on the geospatial data. So geospatial data is nothing but any space or any information on the Earth surface can be stored and can be displayed with the help of QGIS. So let us look at the location called as Lal Bagh. So Lal Bagh is nothing but a name of the botanical garden which is located in Bangalore in Karnataka state, India. So once if you say hit the search button, so it will take you to that location. Okay, so this is nothing but a Lal Bagh which is located in Bangalore. So I want to identify this with the help of Google Earth, and then this location I will take into the QGIS, and we will work on this area. So before doing that, just use this add place mark. So this you can hover it, click left click and just hold your left click and hover it wherever you want to place. I will place it here, and here I will give the name of these locations called it as, let's say, Lal Bagh Garden, Bengaluru, and say OK. So it will save here, Lal Bagh Garden, Bengaluru. Then right click on this and go to save place as. Click on this save place as. It will take you to your folder, and in documents create a folder called as GIS training. Then inside this save this file. So Lal Bagh Garden, Bengaluru. So this file will has extension of KMZ. So then say save. So the file will save in that folder path where you have given. Then next is, so this is the basic application of Google Earth. You can identify the locations. It's a one of the application. You can use it for many other purposes. So for my today's training, the use of this application is to identify the location. So I have identified the location and create the one file that is nothing but a Lal Bagh Garden, Bengaluru. This file I will be going to use in QGIS, and I will start my work on QGIS. Okay, so let us go back to, I will close this now. Let us go back to the this presentation again, and now the time is to install the QGIS. Okay, so I will copy this path and I will go to Chrome, then paste this location or this path, and you will get this website QGIS, that is Quantum GIS website, and just go down, and so there is a latest version. So maybe at the moment 3.16 is the latest version, but when you are doing, maybe it will be upgraded to some 3.22 or 3.4, whatever it may be. Just use the latest version. For now I am going to use this. There are two versions available here, so 3.22 and 3.16. Try to use the little older one because it is saying more stable. So I will use this, and once if you click on that, so that starts downloading the backup file. So just wait for a while. Once if it is installed, just click on the execute file and it will install. So once if you installed, then similarly go back to the start menu and type QGIS. So but I don't have installed this software, but I have already 3.1 in my computer, so I am using this, but this is quite similar, no any difference. Click on that. So this is called QGIS Quantum GIS 3.10. so latest available was 3.16. you can use it, so either 3.16 or any latest available version. So once if this opens, then we will look at the how to set up the QGIS interface. So okay, once if it opens, you will have the QGIS interface, which looks something like this. The first thing is choose any of the template here. Click on this. Okay, so first thing is save this workspace. So for that, go to project, save as, and go to the folder where is that GIS training, and I will save it as GIS workspace. Once if you save, whatever the layers you are going to add into this interface will remain there in this interface, so it will be saved for a long time. Okay, once if it's saved, then first thing is you need to set up the coordinate system. Okay, so for that you go here. I will tell you what is coordinate system in briefly. It's like a space where you are working. So we have a system called as projected coordinate systems. So for that, to explain very briefly, so this is how the projected coordinate system occurs. For example, if you are working on Karnataka, so your zone will be like projected coordinate system will have one zone that is called as the UTM zone 43. So if you are working on Karnataka, Maharashtra, this portion, you have to choose 43, and if you are working on Gujarat area, you have to choose UTM 42. Similarly, for 44 for northeast states, and if you are working further on this, you have to use different zones. So these zones are divided how it is shown in this image. Okay, so this is a very brief, and if you want to more information, and refer any standard GIS textbooks. Okay, so as my location is in UTM zone 43, so I am trying to use this UTM 43. So this is nothing but this blue line, between the two blue lines, whatever the area comes, that falls in UTM zone 43. I will go back to my QGIS workspace again. So here I will type UTM, say UTM 43, type UTM 43. So once if you type UTM 43, so it will show you UTM 43. Okay, so once if you click here, you might be notice that, so this will choose this, there is a red color band which chooses the location where Karnataka located. For example, if you want to go further, UTM zone 44, so for example 43 north, so 44 north, if you choose 44, this band will move further, you may be able to notice this, and if you want 45 north, it will further move. Okay, so based on your location, you have to choose your UTM zone. So as I said, for Karnataka it is WGS 84, UTM zone 43 north. Okay, once if it is selected, say apply, say okay. So now your workspace is ready to work on this. Okay, so these are the different options you will be having, and these are the different tools with the QGIS, and don't worry about others, only few are required at the moment. So we will see what are those. So once we identify the location in Google Earth, so I am going to import that into the QGIS environment. So how to do that? Go to layer, okay, and then add layer, and go to add vector layer. So once you click that, so you will get a window here, and then this is where you have to choose your file. So click on this. So this will tell you like Lalbagh, the garden, Bengaluru, where we have saved that KMZ file from Google Earth. Choose that Google Earth and say open and say add, and then close it. So you will get this file added over here. Then here we need to see nothing is there at the background, so we need to identify, and we need to have some background layer for our better information, and that will help us to do further analysis. So for that, what I will do, I am going to install one plugin. So that is called as, the plugin name is called as Quick Map Services. So this is the name of the plugin which will give you different maps, different use of maps as a background layer. So that is what we are going to do it now here. So Quick Map Services, I will go back to QGIS Interface again, then go to plugins, manage and install plugins, say, and just wait for a while, it is loading. Once it opens here, type Quick Map Services. Okay, so click on this, say upgrade. Since it is already installed in my machine, it will say upgrade, otherwise it will ask you to say plug install, then install it. Once if you install that, you will get that Quick Map service available on this web option. Go to web, it will show here, and search for Quick Map Services, QMS. Click on this, and here type Google Earth. So it will search for Google Earth for India. So here there are different options. One is like Google Earth Map India, say add, and another one is satellite hybrid, say you can say Google Earth satellite hybrid, say add. It will add into your background layer. Okay, So anyone you can use, but normally I am going to use Google Earth Terrain or Google Earth Hybrid. Okay, so I have chosen that, and I will close this, and here these maps are, I can able to see these maps. Then I will say zoom to this layer. Okay, yeah. So now you can see this point, green color point. Can you see this green color point, which is located on an exact place? Okay, so Google map, if I turn on Google satellite, it will look something like this. So it will show actual location. Okay, so since it's a green, so for me it is not legible properly, so I will change this property. How to change property? Just double click on this, and it is showing. Click on this and change this color. Click on fill color, and let's make it as a red color. Say OK, and you can increase the size. Let's say 5. It become larger in diameter. Say apply. Say OK. Now you can see this point. If I uncheck, it will go and it will come back again. Okay, so this is how I identified the location in Google Earth, and I imported that layer into the QGIS, and now I am going to start my real work in QGIS. Okay, so the main objective of using this is to, so I am going to digitize the area in and around the this botanical garden, that is Lal Bagh, and I will store that information in the QGIS with the help of shapefile, and I will display that information using maps. Okay, let us start digitizing the in and around the area of this botanical garden. So let us see here, there are some names, and you can see some names, but it makes me some difficulty to identify. So for that reason, what I will do, I will go back to web quick map service again, and I will add just Google Terrain. Click on this. Okay, so it won't show you names. Okay, so this Google Terrain is not working. Maybe I will remove this. If you want to remove, just right click, say remove, and say OK. So probably we will take Google satellite only. So Google map, can you see Google satellite? Yes, I think this is the Google satellite. Okay, so only difference is between these Google satellite hybrid and Google satellite is it won't show names, so that I can easily digitize the area. Okay, so what I will do, I will uncheck this, and I will turn on only Google satellite. So, and I will say again zoom to layer. Okay, so now I can see this area without any names, and here you will see a water body. It's a small lake, and you will see these are the trees, and these are the small roads you can see, and there are some small buildings, and this, so within this campus of botanical garden, and there is a house called as glass house here. Okay, so to store this information, I will make use of the vector layer. So how to do that? Let's start. Go to layer. Earlier we used add layer. Add layer means if the layer is already existed, it is stored somewhere and somebody has given you so to refer this layer, then what you will do, you will take that layer and store it in a particular place, and you will choose with the help of add layer. But now I have to develop a database. I have to create a information with the help of shapefile. So in that case, what I will do, I will go to layer, and I will say add layer, and new shapefile layer. See, shapefile is nothing but a format which is being used in QGIS. So it will store two informations. One is geographic information, means location, and its attribute, means properties. For example, if you are pointing out a building, so that will show you the point of that building, and also it will give that information whether the building is a residential or a commercial, or is it a school, or it's a bank, or it's a bus stop, or whatever. So that sort of information will be stored, or you can able to store it in its attribute table. So that is linked to that point, geographic georeferenced point. Okay, let us look at this new save file. I'll click on this. So once you click on this, it will ask you file name. You have to give what sort of file name you are able to give, and you have to decide. Another type is you have to decide whether you are going to store your information in terms of point, or in terms of polygons, or in terms of line. So how to decide? For example, if you are going to represent a road and buildings and garden, so what I will do, I will use the polygons. So polygons means it's a polygon which will represent the boundary of a road or a boundary of a garden, like that. So in my case, so polygon is the geometry type. Choose polygon as a geometry type, and here it will ask you for coordinate system. So don't forget to choose a proper coordinate system. So that is nothing but a WGS 84 UTM zone 43 north. Select that. And so now, before that, you give the name of the file. Click here, it will take you that point, and you give it here. So I will say garden database. Okay, I will save it as a garden database and say save. Okay, and this is the name of the file where you are going to work, and which is polygon type. Okay, so every time if you want to create a point, then create it as a point, and if you want to make it as a polygon, then you have to separately create it as a polygon. So now it is polygon. Then, so name of the field. So name of the field means this layer which you are presenting should carry some information. So we have to define what should be the information. Maybe I will say serial number. So how many properties or how many features I am going to say, that I will call it as serial number, and that should be, if it is a text, like if it is a character, then take it as text. Otherwise, if it is a number, then whole number, and length should be 10. So length maybe 10 is nothing but like if you are going for a character, it should be 10. If it's number, maybe we'll make it as a 3, and say add to field list. So serial number you add, and next will be like features. I will give it as a features. So then I will say it should be a text, then I will call it as added to field. Press this features. Then probably I am interested in area of that features. Okay, then I will say area, then add features. And apart from that, if you want to like refer any other information, for example, if you are digitizing only buildings in that garden area, if you want to know what type of building it is, you can also add type. So then you can tell it as a text. So it's a building, or it's a garden, or it's something like that. You can give it in this, and then say okay. Once if you say, that layer will come here. Okay, so now once if that layer is added here, we will start digitizing entire area, this boundary. So now the interesting part is, so how to digitize. So before that, I will show you whatever the attribute table or information available. Just select this, right click, and you will get an option called as open attribute data. Then so you will get whatever the information we have added in this layer before. You are able to see here. Serial number is there, features is there, area is there, type is there. So that information is there, but it is empty because no information. So now we are going to add information. For example, so let us start. So I will click this, then you can see toggle editing. Okay, so once if you select, so this become active. For example, here if I select this, it will not be active. So wherever it is applicable, that time it will get activated. So then click on this. So once if it is active, again you can see this become further active. Once if you make it clicked, then you will see these other options. Then just hover here, just move your cursor here, you will get to know what this is telling. This says add polygon. Okay, and what it will say, it will say vertex tool. Okay, so let's say add polygon. It is telling add polygon, so I am going to add polygon here. Just left click on this, and you will see that there is a difference in cursor. Now cursor is showing, pointing out, and in your mouse you have a central scroll button. Just if you upward, make it upward, it it will zoom in. Then so first what I will do, I will digitize this water body. For that, just take near to that location and left click, start digitizing, and left click, keep on left click, left click, left click, and left click. So now you can press arrow and left arrow, you can take the particular area, zoom, and left click, keep on continuing, left click, so left click, keep continuing, left click, and arrow up so that you can able to see this properly. Then left click, keep left click, left click. Use up and down arrows to move the image up and down. Okay, left click, keep continuing like this, continue, left click. Okay, I will complete here. So here double click. Okay, or once you double click, then click on right. So that once you double click, that polygon completes, then click on right button of your mouse. So then it will display, okay, what to give. Okay, it will display like serial number. So I will say first serial number. What is feature? It's a lake. We'll call it as a lake. So type it as a lake. And area we will tell you later, and type will be water. So now you notice it's only typing, not fully. So that I will tell you why it is happening. So I will say OK. So once if you say OK, so this polygon has been created and got digitized. So if you want to make it visible better, just left double click on this, so it will pop up with property layer, and choose the simple fill and go to simple fill and choose this outline simple line, so that it will become a halo, and increase the width by 2 meter or maybe 1 meter, and choose this as a green. Say OK, then apply. So you can see green polygon here. Okay, so similarly I will digitize another building here. So this is like a glass building, so I will digitize this glass building. Similarly, same way I will go, so I will select this layer, then I will choose this add polygon. I will left click on this, then you will see this pointer like this. Then I will start left click at the one corner, maybe somewhere here, and move your cursor, and one more left click, keep on left click, left click. I'll keep on pressing the left click. Once if you come at the end, then as I said, double click here, and then right click. So that become completed here, and this is second 2. And feature is, it's a building. So BUL, simply it is taking very 3 letters. So type is like same building, maybe it's a glass house. I will make it as a glass house. Say OK. Okay, so if you want to check this property, you can also use this icon, so information icon, then click on this. Okay, so it will tell you what is building and icon here. And if you want to see all together, go to this left click, again make a right click, first left click and select the layer, and right click and go to open attribute table, then you can see it here. Okay, See, earlier I was telling why it is not taking only full name, only 3 names, because the character length I have set to only 3, so that is why it is taking only 3. How to modify this? Okay, so I want to write completely building, lake here also. So what I will do, I will just update this. Go to sorry. So we have seen that we are not able to type the features names completely. So that is because the character which we have given is only 3. So what I will do, I'll make a modification here. So what I will do, once if you open this, like again, let me open for one more time. Just click on this, say open attribute table. Okay, so I can see only 3 letters. So what I will do, I will delete this and again add it with some 10 characters so that I can able to type fully. Okay, so make sure if you want to make any modification here, it should be editable. Okay, so this should be a toggle edited, should be on. If it is off, you can't able to make any edits. So make sure that. So what I will do, I want to delete. So I will go to delete. So I will delete area. And so area will be removed, and I will delete type. Type is also removed, and I will delete features. Okay, so then I will add it. So next to this, choose this. There is two. One is this is to delete field, and this is new field. So here I will add as a features. So here I have to give text, and it should be 10 or 10 character. Earlier we have given 3, so only it was taking 3. Now if you type it as 10, you can type it fully. Maybe you can give it as 25. Okay, so that will get added, and also we will add one other feature called area. So it should be integer decimal number. Precision will be like 3, means 3 decision. Type 3. Length should be around 5. It should be 3. And again add one more type. Okay, so length should be, let's say again, say 20 or 50. Give it as 50. So choose it to text and give it as 50. So now you can able to add. So what I will do, I will close it, and I will go here, click on this. Okay, so this is another way of adding. So click on this, and here it is showing null. So what you have to do is left click, right click, first left click and select, then right click, then choose this edit feature for, then it will come here. So ID maybe you can give it as 0, 1, and feature is, it's a building. So now you can see you can able to type fully. So let me type it on caps, BUILDING. Okay, so area I will show you at the end. So type is, it's a glass house, so I will type it as a glass. Yes. Okay. See, now you can able to type it full name. Building, it's made up of glass, so type I will get as a glass. And so this is a lake, so again I will choose this will select the polygon. So, and then I will click on this, first left click, then right click. Once if you right click, this will pop up, and it will and then choose edit feature for. Then this is ID2, feature is lake or whatever, pond, you can give it as a pond, LAKE lake, and type maybe pond. Say it as a lake, or type, let's make it as a water body, water. Okay, so now we can able to type full names. save OK. And you can also again go back here, left click first, right click next, open attribute table, then you can see features, first feature, second feature, building is made of glass, and next is water body. So like that you can able to digitize all the features. Next maybe I will tell you how to add, let's say like how to use this point layer. For example, if you want to choose some point layer, if you want to unselect all this, just choose this deselect feature, it will not be selected. Next is how to use point layer. So similarly I will go to layer panel, then add layer. So add vector layer, I will choose add vector layer. This time I am going to choose point layer. So sorry, not add vector, it is new. Go back to layer, create new layer, new shapefile layer, because we are going to add a new point layer which is not existing. Then I will give it as a garden data and trees. I will represent 3 points as point. Okay, save it as a trees. Let's say save, then choose point, then make sure you are in proper coordinate system, that is projected WGS 84 UTM zone 43 north. And then here you can also add from here as I shown you earlier. Like let's say type, only feature we need is type. I'll say add. So it's a, and feature, maybe you can give it as a feature, feature, and it should be text, and say add, save OK. Then you'll get a layer here, point layer here. Similarly, if you want to add point here, just click on that. So for example, if you want to represent there are some special trees, so if you want to identify that, so then again as I said, first left click, then toggle editing, and then go to polygon. So now it is showing polygon because I have chosen a garden area, so I have to choose tree. See, can you see the difference? If I choose garden area, it become polygon. If I choose tree, it become a point. So make sure you are properly selecting trees, then choose this add point feature, then just click on any, let's say this tree I want to store information, then just I will make a click. So give it as 1, type it as ID 1. It's a tree. Feature maybe let's say what type of, it's a banyan tree or it's like a neem tree or whatever. For example, neem, give it as a neem. Okay, so then maybe this is another type of neem, maybe you are identifying neem trees only, then give it as 2, type tree, and feature is whatever neem. If it is a neem, again you can give it as a neem. Like that you can make all the points everywhere. Okay, so this is how you can able to use point layer. So once if the point layers are ready and polygon layers are ready, then next method is, maybe we will have one more polygon which will represent the roads. How to represent the roads? Probably I will take a small bit of road here. So for that I will choose garden and garden database layer and add polygon. I will choose just this. Once if you choose this polygon, add polygon, so it will comes with this like this, and take this left click, make a left click. I will only digitize a small portion of road. Okay, so and once if it is complete, double click and then right click. Feature is road, and if it is like a road is made up of sometimes if it is a tar or it's a cement, if it is cement, make it as a cement road, type it as a cement road. Okay, next once we are done, make sure to save. For example, if you select this, then this is option called as save layer edits. So please remember, this is very important. After editing you have to close that editing. If you say save, all the information will be saved, and similarly you can see the difference here. And similarly trees layer I will save. If you say save, so the mark will go off. Okay, so then I will untoggle it, so it will come to normal position. Can you see the difference? Once if you say editing, so it will show the mark here. If it is one is not edited, once this layer is not able to edit, so it will show something like this. So this is a few features in area. Okay, so this information if you want to prepare, so for example if somebody is asked to digitize the area of a lake and a road in your area of interest and a building, then they will ask you to give me a map of that. Okay, so now the time to prepare a map. So before that I will show you how to extract area of these polygons if you want to understand what are the area. So what I will do, I will right click, go to open attribute data, select it again, go to open attribute data. So then area, it is showing area. So here I need to update area. For that what I will do, I will use this tool called it as, if you select here, open field calculator, choose this, and if you want to update existing field, choose this, then choose area. So here, so once if you choose update existing field area, then type area here. So you will get a geometry, you want to define the geometry, then choose geometry, then choose area. Okay, so if you choose area, this will come here and you can see that it is calculating area. Okay, so it is normally calculates in meter square. Say okay, so then your table will get updated with area. Okay, so then save it and untoggle it. So it will ask, do you want to save the change? Yes, say yes. So now you can get the area of each features, road and other features. Okay, so once if this is done, the next job is to prepare a map. So how we are going to prepare map? So quickly I will show you with these features. So go to project, then go to new print layout. So give as a sample map, you have to give it as a sample map. Say sample map, say okay. So this sample map window will open. So once if it opens, so click this button. So what it will show, if you here add a new map to the layout. So click this add map new layer. What is it saying? So let me read it. Add a new map to the layout. So once if you select that, just left click, hold and drag it till to the end. So this map will come here automatically, means whatever there in the geo plan, it will be visible here. Okay, so what I will do, so this map is visible with three features. One is a building, one is a road, one is a polygon. Then if I say map, there are some basic information should be there and some basic label should be there. For example, we should have a northing arrow. So here it is a northing arrow. Just choose that northing arrow. Okay, so it comes here. And then if you want to provide a border for this, so then what you have to go to layout and then choose border for layout. Choose the map here. And next go to item properties and say frame. So the frame will, once if you say frame, the frame will come here. You can see the frame here for this border. Next is, can you see this frame? Yeah, yes, it is coming here. Then northing arrow, then we will have a scale bar. Just select the scale bar and drag and drop it here. Okay, so since the background is so darker, we are not able to be visible, so you can fill this background also. Select this north scale bar, then choose background. Okay, you can see that map here. Okay, so again I will show you. Just go to scale bar, choose it here, and then select this scale bar here and just go down, select scale bar, item properties, and just go down and background. Okay, so this you can able to see the distance, like 1 unit is equal to 1000 meters, and you can give the background for this north arrow as well. Select north arrow, item properties, background. Okay, so this is how it looks. Map looks. It's a very simple map. You can add whatever the data you can able to see. So for better visibility, what I will do, I will also give the legend. So I will click on this legend. I will select here. So it will add all the information. So whatever the information I need, I don't need tree. What I will do, I will remove this. Uncheck this auto update first. So if you uncheck these, all these items will become active. So uncheck trees and just delete. And I want only garden base area, and I don't want this. I will remove this, and I want to give only Google satellite. So I will remove that. Only I will say Google satellite. So now you can see this legend. Okay. So if you have a time, you can digitize all the area, and that time it will looks better. So this is just like for demo purpose. I have taken and I have shown you how to add legend, how to add north arrow, and how to prepare a map. Okay. Once if the layout is ready, go to layout and say it as export as PDF or maybe image or maybe any format which you are interested. So then I will say sample map PDF in the same GIS training folder. I will save it and say save. Once if that map is ready, so it will pop up here. So click on this. So sample map will be visible here. So it looks something like this. Okay, all the information. Okay, so as I said, it's a very basic map which you can, whatever the data you are interested, you can add it here over here, and you can make a modification. And also, for example, if the background layer is so dark, you can just reduce its visibility. Double click on that and go to transparency and make it like 50%, say apply. So it will be less looking very less darker, and go back to your map layout and just refresh it, so that will reflect here. Okay, so maybe you can export, say as a export as PDF, so that transparency has been reduced. So maybe we can call it as map 2. Okay, so here I have given you a brief idea, so how to make maps. So let's see how this looks like. So you can see the difference between that previous map. Let me open that also. So this background has been reduced. Okay, so it looks better. And if you want to show, for example, if you want to show their names, naming, okay, so what is this feature and all. So if you want to show the features, so then you can double click on this, then go to labels. So it will show, use single labels, then choose as a feature, then say apply, then say OK. So it will tell you what type of, it's a lake, it's a building, it's a road. Then again go back to your map window, just refresh. So the labels you can able to see. With the labels also you can export the map. Okay, it's depends like what sort of information you are going to give. You can make use of, let's say map 3. then save, say save yes, and then you can see that map 3 how it looks. Yeah, you can see lake, road, all the informations based on your requirement you can able to give. So this is the what you call like a basic understanding of GIS, and I hope that this video is more helpful for you. And in case if you have any doubts or any clarifications, any questions, please feel free to comment on the comment section, and whenever I get a chance I will have a look and maybe I will help you with some another idea. And if you are really interested to learn more on this, let me know. Maybe I can make it more advanced tool or a more advanced video which we can use it some advanced tools also that will help you further. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you with some another video soon. Thank you. Bye bye.